Hello, my name is Ricciardi, President of Boss Leather, and today we're going to talk about the importance of a good sofa frame. We are going to start today simply by pointing out this frame, and we're going to start with the fact that only oaks, ashes, maples are used in building a Boss frame, or any good frame for that matter. It is the harder or more dense woods that are very important or vital in giving you longevity in the sofa building process. We also mentioned the fact that all the wood is kiln dried. So this kiln dried process is essentially the wood minus its natural moisture. It is evaporated. The wood is put into an oven of sorts, and all the water is removed from the wood. This avoids creaking, cracking, or breaking over time because the wood becomes stronger. It is not affected with the humidity in your home, the heat, the cold. It makes the wood last a lot longer. All the joints here are glued, doweled, and screwed. The importance of having it glued, doweled, and screwed is for keeping the frame really solid. And so again, no creaking or cracking can happen, but more importantly, keeping the frame true. We don't want warped arms. We don't want things to bend one way or another. We want to keep everything very true, especially in the upholstery business. Last thing you want to do is look at a sofa and have an arm going one way or the other way. Coil construction is also very important. Our platinum frames feature a web and coil construction. So the webbing is a fibrous material that's very, very strong. And you'll also notice that if I flip this over, it's stapled on really tightly on the frame itself. In fact, this fibrous material is so strong, you can see here the other side of the staples that are actually clamping down the Bonnell coils from the underside of the frame. So a Bonnell coil is essentially put a V-shaped coil, and essentially you got the wider top and bottom, and the inside is for the most part straight. So as it compresses, it actually gets stronger. So you'll get a nice strong supporting seat from a Bonnell coil. Now, in order to keep these coils straight and true, what we have to do is we have to clamp. If you look here, you'll see basically a power clamp of a no-sag spring. As we go through here, you see this zigzag spring. It's a 10 gauge tempered steel, so that's not going to bend at all. It would take quite a strong clipper in order to even cut these. So this is an industrial strength steel that we give a lifetime warranty to. Same thing with the Bonnell coils. These are tempered, which means they've been zapped by electricity both at the top and the bottom so that they're strengthened. The actual steel gets strengthened and remains with a memory of the way that coil is turned. So that's very important. Then what we do here is we actually take a nylon cord and keep everything lined up. You'll see another pig clamp over here. And what that does is it keeps everything, again, straight and true. You won't see these things sway one way or another, even under heavy use. So that's our seating system, and it's part of our platinum system. On the back, you'll see again another no-sag coil. You'll see it's less thick than the one that's on the bottom. Again, here we're sitting with all our weight. It has to be strong because 90% of what we sit on is our rear end. So in this case here, you're gonna have a nice strong feel. And here we're just leaning against. Most of the comfort comes from the shoulder area. So if you're supported at the seat, that's fine. But if you find your shoulders being pushed forward because this is too strong, that can affect your comfort. So this is a little thinner, not because it's cheaper, because it makes sense. Again, we put a nice nylon cord along to keep everything straight. You won't see this flex back or forth at all. You got them really, really strongly braced here, again with the pig ties. So you're going to look at this as being a very durable frame over its time. The frames themselves are individually cut. Every model, like a dressmaker, has a different pattern. In this case here, we have a nice thin, what we call track arm. You can also go into a traditional, well, you have a round arm to it. So you'll find that overall, frames, especially made like this, will last a long, long time. So we're going to lift this over here, and we're going to turn this here, and you're going to see here there's a corner joint. And that corner joint keeps everything square and true. So you won't find anything waving one way or another. And where we can, you'll see that everything is strengthened by corner joints. You'll also notice over the side here, because it has to be prepped for upholstery, you notice that there's a little gap there. That little gap there is there on purpose because we're gonna have to basically upholster that, tuck a leather over along with the foam and fill, dress up an arm with it. So that's there intentionally. We have over 150 different frames. Each frame has its own character as far as its pitch value, which is the angle that you sit on, its depth, its width. There's a few things that you can look at that will make each frame different. I hope this helps you understand the importance of a frame, because each frame is just like a good house. You have to build on a great foundation. This is the starting point to any great sofa, is your frame. The fact that it's hardwood, the fact that it's kiln dried, the fact that the steel on it is there. In a lot of cases, you'll see steel is non-existent in frames. We still make it the old-fashioned way. So you'll see that the springs are there. There's no artificial web construction that goes across it just by simple straps like laundry or old patio chair type straps. You don't worry about that here. You have a lifetime warranty on this particular type of construction. It is part of our Platinum series. This is our flagship frame. This is what you can expect here at Boss Leather.